What's up, guys? Welcome back to another man versus deer video. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys the headlamp that I think gives you the most bang for your buck. Let's jump into it.
This is probably one of my bigger bucks to date.
Guys, I cannot believe that actually worked.
Looks like a double long shot.
It was hot, really hot.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Definitely like the video and for sure leave a comment. I absolutely love hearing from you guys. So, like I said earlier, today's video is all about headlamps. I'm going to cover the headlamp that I think gives you the best bang for your buck in the deer and the turkey woods. I'm going to talk about all the features that it has, the price, and we're just going to cover it in detail. So the headlamp that I was using bit the dust a couple of weeks ago. That sent me on a wild goose chase to Walmart to get another one. Because not just for hunting, you know, just regular everyday stuff, I'm always using a headlamp. And so the things that I look for when I'm purchasing a headlamp, it's got to have a great battery. It's got to be durable and rugged. I'm going to be smacking this thing around in a pack. It's going to be in the snow. It's going to be in the rain. Who knows if it's going to fall out of a tree stand or not. So it has to have a good battery life. It has to be tough. And then it has to be bright. I like one with a decent amount of lumens on it. You know, when I turn it on, I want to be able to see almost like it's daylight outside. So those are the things that are important to me. Those are the things that I look for when I'm purchasing a headlamp. When I was at Walmart looking, I was looking through all the boxes, and this box caught my eye. This is the Bushnell 650 lumen multicolor headlamp. And on the box right here in this green thing, this is what caught my eye, and this is what ultimately led me to purchasing this one. It said rechargeable battery. And then I got to look and it said 650 lumens, so it checked two of my boxes right there, and I ended up purchasing this headlamp right here. So this is what this little guy looks like. And like I said, the rechargeable battery, the 650 lumens, those are the two things that made me take it off the shelf and look at it. There was a list of features on the back, and I've used almost every one of them. And so far, this has been a pretty badass little headlamp. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the headlamp part of it. The headlamp part is 650 lumens on the brightest setting. That is about twice as bright as your average headlamp. Your average headlamp, in my opinion, runs anywhere from 200 to 300 lumens. This is going to be a little bit more than twice as bright as those. It really does make it look like it's daytime light outside, wherever you point this thing. There is 3 different light settings on this. You've got a high, a medium, and a low. And then on the color side, you've got a blood tracker, which I like, and then you've got a red light, which I love. And I'll talk a little bit more about that. So I typically run this thing mostly on the lowest floodlight setting. If I'm tracking a deer or something like that, I may switch it to the brightest setting, but the lowest setting on this is usually more than enough to walk to and from your tree stand. The brightest one attracts a little bit too much attention, in my opinion. And the red light, I'm actually really fond of these for when I'm already in my tree stand and setting up my camera arm, or if I'm setting up in a pretty deer heavy area and I'm worried about maybe spooking something with a headlamp. That red light is really good. It's more than bright enough for me to walk in and set up my stuff with. So that's a really good feature. I use it quite a bit. Next thing we'll talk about is the battery. This thing has rechargeable batteries. How cool is that? You're going to save, probably if you own this thing 2 or 3 years, you'll save a little bit of money on batteries, right? You can actually run it on AAA batteries too, so you can keep a set of AAA batteries in your pack as a spare. Battery life on this thing is pretty amazing too. If you run it on the highest light setting, you're going to get about 2 hours of usage out of it. And I went frog gigging the other night, and I can attest to that. I actually ran it on the highest setting for a little while, and I feel like I got more than 2 hours out of it. But on the box it says you can get 2 hours out of the highest setting on it. If you run the lowest setting, which is where in a hunting scenario, turkey hunting, deer hunting, walking in, walking out, that's where I'm typically at, you can get 9 and some change hours of battery life out of this. And then the red light and the blue light, you can get even longer if that's all you're using. So you can definitely stretch this thing over a week of hunting for sure. So the battery life on this thing is pretty amazing. This thing has an IPX4 rating. What that basically means in layman's terms is that it is going to survive splashes and hard rain, snow, that type of thing. You can't submerge it, but it is going to last through a heavy rain or a big splash if you fell out of a boat and got back in or something like that. It's going to survive that type of stuff. Last thing we'll talk about is the headlamp itself. It does have a stretchable headband with a adjustable fit right here, so you can make it fit almost any size head, I'm guessing. And then it does have the ability to pivot and kind of you can really put it where you want it to shine. And then it's got 2 buttons on top. The orange one is for the color settings, so your blood tracker and your red light. And then this one is your high, medium, low, and then off. Well guys, that's it. That's the end of the video. This thing I think is a really good value for your money. I think it's going to be hard to beat from a value standpoint and how many features you get packed into this thing for just 30 bucks. I picked this up at Walmart. I'm sure there's other headlamps like it. I would just make sure if you're looking for a headlamp that 1, it's going to have the brightness you want. 2, it's going to have the battery life that you need. And 3, it's going to be able to survive your style of hunting. If it checks those 3 boxes, sounds like a deal to me. You should probably buy it. That's the end of this video, guys. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Definitely like the video, and for sure leave a comment. I absolutely love hearing from you guys. If you don't mind too, I've got a link to a shop in my description. It's a taxidermy based shop. Mount plaques, turkey plaques, Wingbone Calls, a lot of things in that area. Any purchases made from that shop support the channel directly and help me go on future hunts. I actually paid for a pronghorn hunt that I'm going on this year through purchases made from that channel. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you subscribe. I will catch you guys in the next video.